Thank you for checking out another video by Easy Academy. In this video, I'm going to be covering the latest release of DeepSeek V3 version 0324 that was released on March 24th, a couple of hours ago. So I saw this tweet from DeepSeek where they published a post saying that the V3 has just received a new update. It has updates to reasoning performance. It has updates to front-end development skills. It also has improvement with regards to tool calling, function calling, or whatever you want to call it, the ability for the language to use tools. Now, this is different from DeepSeek R1 that was mainly focused on just reasoning and generating the reasoning tokens. So with this particular release, you have more support for structured output and much better function calling or tool calling ability. So we have covered the reasoning performance, and then we talked about the front-end software development skills, the function tool calling, and then the structured output. This is very, very critical because unlike the R1 version that does not have the ability to generate structured output, which is very important when you're having like a multi-agent scenario where you have to pass the output of one agent to another agent. This one supports that. It also allows you to interact with remote APIs or functions where you can retrieve data, where you can create records, where you can insert, update, delete, do all those things with the function calling. The API experience is not different from what V3, the previous version, did. It just allows you to update the model. Now, if you are waiting for smaller quantized versions, like how we have smaller parameters and all those things, that would not be available in this one, just like how it was with V3. I don't think they're going to release a smaller parameter version. This particular one has 685 billion parameters, and it takes a lot of hardware to run that. It's still going to be MIT license, and it will be available in the FP8 and BF15. So the 8-bit version allows you to run the same model, but with smaller precision and smaller range. So the range is a little bit smaller, and the precision is also smaller, but it allows you to generate the token at a faster rate with the same hardware compared to the BF15 mode that allows you to have more accuracy and much higher quality, although the token generation rate will be slower. So that's what I wanted to briefly cover. If you're trying to run this locally, you're going to need a hardware that will be able to support all the parameters as well as the context length you are trying to support. So if you're supporting the full 128,000 tokens, if you're supporting a smaller token, that would also affect how much memory VRAM you need to run it locally. So to do this, if you take a look at the V3, how to run locally on the website, you would see how to do this. So this is the details at the Hugging Face website, and this is also how you can run it using SGLang or using VLLM. So with VLLM, you would need to have an NVIDIA or AMD GPU that allows you to run this, and then the amount of memory typically would have to be at least 1.4 terabytes, and that should be able to allow you to load the entire memory. But then, if depending on your context window, you may have to support use a GPU that has more memory, and you would also need to break this up and either use tensor parallelism or use pipeline parallelism to break it up onto multiple nodes so that you can fit the entire model in VRAM and also have space for the context that you are processing, which is needed because of the KV cache that is used to process all those tokens and generate it. That's what I wanted to cover. Take a look at the Hugging Face page for this model, if you have the hardware that supports up to maybe 2 terabytes combined together of VRAM, you can use VLLM, and then you can run it in pipeline parallelism combined with tensor parallelism, and just try to add up all the VRAM that will support this particular model being loaded into memory for the generation. If you have any questions or you would like me to do a deep dive on any of the topics I've just covered, please put it in the comments, and I will take a look at that, and I will do a response video for that. I thank you for stopping by to check it out, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.